Okay then, I'm going to do a quick short video to show how to jump start a car. So if you've been in lockdown like most people have been and you haven't been using your car, then you'll find, like we have this morning, that the grey car on the left had got a completely flat battery. So we've had to use this black car here to get the engine restarted. They are now both running, having gone through the procedure, but in a moment I'm going to take you through the steps as to how we got here. And this grey car will be good and ready to go under its own steam. Okay then, so let's quickly go through what we need to do to get that process to work. So first of all, we need to get the two cars parked near each other without touching, but lined up as close as they can be, because what you don't want is a stretch on your jump leads when you're connecting one battery to the other. We need a set of jump leads, which we can see here, so one red, one black. You need to just have a quick check to make sure that everything's in good condition. You don't want any frayed cables or loose connections, and also have a quick look at your batteries to make sure that everything's good and secure on those. And then what you need to make sure is you know which which is which connection. So you're usually going to find that one is red, as we have here, that's the positive, and the other will be either no colour at all or black. But you can also look for the little plus and minus symbols, so we know which one is which on that battery. Here we can see there's a negative on this side. They don't actually have a positive marking on the other side. By process of elimination, it's clearly going to be the other side. We can though see the red cable here going into it, so we know which is which. We've got the cars in position. Just a little bit more health and safety, make sure you haven't got anything, long scarves or anything like that on, that are going to maybe get you caught in the engine when it does start up. So now what we need to do is to connect things up. Yep. Alright then, so we take the red cable, and first of all we're going to connect it, getting a good firm connection on the red terminal on the battery of the car that's going to do the charging. Okay, so that's on there, and then we take the other end of that and connect it to the positive terminal on the slave battery. Sometimes you might get just a little spark when you do that. Try not to let it make you jump. It isn't, as long as you're holding on to those rubber connectors here rather than onto the metal, then there shouldn't be any effect on yourself. Now we're going to connect the negative up. So again, a nice secure connection on the car that's doing the charging first of all, and then importantly, we don't connect this to the other terminal on the battery. We just try and connect it to a piece of metal on the car. So we're looking for an earthing point. Now if we come over here on this car, there's a little stub end there that looks like a good point, so we're just going to connect that to there, and now we're in a position where we're ready. So we'll leave the cars like that for about 3 minutes, and this is just going to allow a little bit of charge to trickle from the master battery to the slave battery. Once we get to the end of that 3 minutes, then we're going to just start the cars. We're going to first of all start the black car, because that's the one providing the charge. We're going to get that running, and then we're going to start the grey car, and we're going to get that running as well. Once they're both up and running, we're going to leave them on tick over for about 10 minutes, which is the situation that we saw when we started the video. And then once all that's done, it's just a case of switching off after 10 minutes. So we're switching off the grey car first, then the black car. Once they're both switched off, we're going to remove the cables, and I'll show you how to do that safely now, and then we'll get the grey car started up without any connection to prove that the whole process worked. So disconnecting the cables, we just do that in the reverse order. So first of all, we're going to remove the black cable from the earthing point, and then the same on the battery. Place those down gently, and then remove the red cable from the positive terminal on the grey car, and then the same on the other side. Quite a secure connection there. Now we should just be able to start the grey car up. Okay, and that's how you get a battery recharged. Hope you find that useful. Hope you don't need to use it too soon, but if you do, make sure you've got some jump leads spare in the car or in the house somewhere. If you like the video, please click like, visit me on my Facebook page, or message me via my website, or join me for my regular Thursday night live Facebook sessions at 7 o'clock on a Thursday evening. Thank you.